Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time, this is pretty weird because we have a big event where we're supposed to get all these reveals, but the bulk of these recent reveals come from Walmart.com, and it continues with these new War for Cybertron toys that are more intertwined with the Netflix series, which is coming out. I know that a lot of people have been concerned about it because there was a long time where we didn't have any news about it. We are apparently going to get a trailer, and the series is supposed to come out sometime in the summer. Now, for these toys, I don't know if they're exclusive. They look like they would be exclusive toys. I think the main reason why we're getting these, even though the War for Cybertron series is intertwined with Siege, Earthrise, and whatever is going to continue off of that. If you notice that most of these are repaints of Siege figures, and I think that's just bringing the Siege figures into the game because the War for Cybertron series is kind of late. I mean, we're already moving into Earthrise, so I think it's just kind of connecting these figures with that. Anyways, I'm going to start off with this Ultra Magnus pack, which we can only see the box. There isn't too many images of everything. Each toy seems to only have one image. And apparently this is supposed to be some sort of spoiler pack, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on. It looks like it's got some dark energon or something leaking out of it. It's a very good looking box, and it does say Netflix, a Netflix original series, so that's good that they are actually promoting that we are going to get the full-on Netflix series. So they are continuing off of that. For those who were worried or thought it was canceled, it is still going on. Apparently there's also a game going on, from what I've heard. But yeah, apparently this is the Ultra Magnus pack. The packaging looks cool. It looks like it has some sort of sleeve thing or something that comes off from the top. I don't know. But yeah, just a decent looking package. And moving right along from that, we also have Decepticon Mirage, which is interesting because we actually had the Decepticon Impactor as well as the Autobot version, and it seems almost like they're doing the same thing with Mirage. You will notice that for a lot of these Transformers repaints, that they have different scratch marks. Instead, they have these kind of, areas where they've been shot. You can see the burn marks, and for some sections, the paint has been completely scrapped and stripped off, and you can see the metal underneath. It's a pretty cool idea. Anyways, for Decepticon Mirage, I really like the color scheme of this, and I actually kind of want to use it as a Decepticon Viacon if I want to. I don't know, I still want the original Mirage, but I think that this, with the color scheme of the gray and purple, looks really good, very intriguing, and I'm into it. Next up, what I want to take a look at is Hound, which was my first Siege figure of the entire toy line, and it looks pretty decent, but it doesn't really outshine the original Hound. It also looks like it's got less paint applications, which is kind of fine, I guess. It's more muted color, it's more consistent, but I just think that the original Hound kind of outshines this. It doesn't look like it's got the same scuff marks on the chest, so if you want a little less of that, it's still got some stuff going on in the legs, but with that dark green, I think it blends in pretty well. I just don't necessarily need it. I got the original Hound. It's whatever. Moving right along, we also have this Sideswipe, this battle damage Sideswipe, and I think it looks really cool with all these scuff marks going around it and the paint that's been scraped around the sides of the chest. I think that this one actually looks pretty decent, but I still prefer the original Sideswipe. I like that bright red chest, the consistent colors. Yes, it's got scuff marks in the legs, but I don't know. This one just looks a little too gray for me. It's like he's corroding and stuff like that, which I guess if you're fine with that, that's good, but I don't know, I still like my original Sideswipe. Same thing with Chromia. She's got a lot more gray to her, especially in the arms. I think that this is fine. Honestly, the original Chromia, I think is pretty good, but it's a lot of pink and that whitish, or not pink, a lot of that blue and the lightish blue color scheme to it, so I think that the gray kind of helps with it, but again, I have Chromia, don't really need it, but still pretty cool. And then we also have a new character. This is called Scrapface, which I think is very nice. This is going to be a repaint of the Reflector figure, so if you have two of the Reflectors and you're missing out on one, you could probably get this, or you can get three of these. That's pretty cool. I do like the scratch marks on the chest. I think that looks nice. The color scheme is pretty good. I like the blue and orange, and yeah. It's basically Reflector, but I think it looks pretty good, and I'm curious about the camera mode. I think that's going to be awesome. Next up, we also have Megatron. Now, the interesting part about Megatron is the scratch marks on his chest almost seem like a reference to the swirly things on Megatron's chest, but they didn't exactly want to do that. That might just be me. But I really like the color scheme of this. It seems to have a shinier gray color to it, and I think that looks really good. You know, it doesn't outshine that animation model version of Megatron, but I think it comes close because I really like the color schemes of this. It definitely looks a lot better than the traditional retail release version of Megatron. I think that this looks pretty nice. And then it also comes with 2 Battle Masters. Now, the one Battle Master that's a repaint of Lionizer kind of looks like the original color scheme of the Target Master Lionizer, which was a bright orange and gray. And then the other Target Master kind of looks like one of the Autobot Target Masters that came with like Sure Shot or Crosshairs and stuff like that. So I don't know if these are both Autobots, which is kind of weird considering that Megatron is a Decepticon. You kind of want them all to be Decepticons, you know, to work with each other. But I don't mind. And then last but not least, and I think this one is definitely going to be the one that I should probably pick up because I've got the rest of the Seekers in this mold. This is Hotlink. Now that is awesome. Hotlink is one of the Transformers Seeker characters that doesn't really get enough love, and this looks pretty cool. It's kind of got the same thing with the scorch marks, but I think it blends to a nice black and purple. I really like the purple on this thing, and the orange looks really nice. It kind of burns through it. The purple kind of looks metallic. I'm not sure if it's like that in person, but it looks very nice. We also have 2 other Target Masters, one with red eyes and I think one with green eyes, if I'm not mistaken. And the blast effects is interesting. Now, I'm not sure if that's exactly what the blast effects are going to look like or if it's missing parts, but that is actually only part of, I think, the one that came with the blowpipe. It doesn't have the ring around it. So that's interesting. I don't know if the ring thing will come with it, but yeah, it's just the one section, which is pretty cool. It is the basic Seeker mold. I know that some people are probably tired of it, but considering that this character was seen in Cybertron and, you know, in the original Generation 1 episode, and it just continues with those Seekers, I think that this is very impressive. I like the color scheme. If you're going to get this Decepticon Mirage as like a Viacon, maybe get this as like a generic Seeker or just as Hotlink. Either way, I'm so into it and I really want it. This looks awesome. So again, these are coming off of Walmart.com, so hopefully maybe they're exclusive to Walmart. It's easier to get than, like, let's say something from Walgreens. I don't know if they're also going to be on Amazon. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I am excited for a few of these. Some of these are just repaints, again, just to bring a lot of those Siege figures into the modern line so that it works with the Netflix series. But we do get a couple of new characters, very brand new characters. And I definitely want that Hotlink Scrapface, and I kind of want that Decepticon version of Mirage. I'm also curious on that Ultra Magnus. That's one of the figures that I did not get, so who knows? Anyways, what do you guys think? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to all those fun doodads, and I will see you guys next time.